So the topic I found most interesting this week was the idea of symbolic interactionism. And while I remember some of it from Intro into Sociology, I feel like I've learned a lot more this time around, and it really made me reflect on it. So from my understanding of symbolic interactionism, we can combine the ideas of Mead, Cooley, and Bloomer to understand basically how people perceive themselves and therefore how we use those perceptions to influence how we interact with others around us. So from what I understood, Mead and Cooley seem to both believe that we act in a way that's dependent on how people feel towards us. When I first learned about their ideas in Intro into Sociology, I didn't think too much about it, but now I think the ideas make a lot of sense. For example, if people perceive us, or if we think people perceive us in view us in a positive manner, we try to live up to those expectations. While if we think people perceive us in a negative manner, we try to um avoid those traits. So one critique I have with ideas is that we can always find opportunities to create, I guess, fresh starts on who we are and where there aren't outside perceptions to influence how we shape ourselves. So, for example, going to college from a different state after graduating from high school, there are a lot of there are no old classmates or anyone we know that can perceive us in a certain way. We can completely change up our personality, and these new people will perceive us in a way in that way. And it happens all the time when people go back to their hometowns and all of their old friends are saying how much they've changed, and it's as if they're talking to a completely new person. So I guess what I'm saying here is that yes, while who we are is created by how others already view us, we are ultimately how we want ourselves to be. So with this reflection, I recognize others how others view me is important. It's even more important if I view myself the way I want to be viewed. If I think people view me in a certain way, I shouldn't live up to those expectations or avoid them. I should really think, I should really wonder if that's who I want to be and then go on from there.